and welcome back to episode 8 of the Better for Worse podcast. I'm Sian.
I'm Ryan.
Hi.
Tired.
Oh, I've just had a little kip, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I work shifts and I've started doing different shifts now. Well, not different really, just longer.
An extra hour.
Yeah, so instead of 6-2,
Dry 'em, mate.
I'm now I'm now doing 5-2, and I don't mind it because it's extra money and that extra hour's time and a half. It's great, but it's I have to get up at like 4 in the morning, and it's just a bit
Anyway.
Oh, sorry, we're recording, aren't we? People don't want to listen to this.
No. So this week we are going to talk about. So the episode is called For Shits and Giggles. So basically, it's about how important laughter is
in a relationship.
In a relationship, or marriage in our case. So, yeah, do you think laughter or having a laugh is important in a relationship?
I think so. I think it's more important than a lot of stuff, to be honest. I think it's like one of them things, isn't it? If you're having fun, then everything seems better. You know? Yeah. I reckon even like a sham marriage would be all right if you were having a laugh, wouldn't it? No, but
for the record, our marriage is not a sham.
No, but I think anything's better when you're having fun and when you're having a laugh. I think so, anyway. Like if you take like a mundane task, like marriage, like if you take a mundane
raising
task,
a child,
but you don't necessarily take fun from the task itself. But if you have a laugh while you're doing it, I think it just makes it better, doesn't it? It's like work, really. You know, most people wouldn't necessarily say, "Oh, I love my job. I can't wait to get in every day." I mean, there are some losers like that in the world, but most of us are just going to work to get money, to do the fun stuff outside of work, aren't we? Yeah. Let's be completely honest.
We are earning the big bosses shitloads of cash.
Yeah, basically. Really. But but if you have a laugh while you're in work, it makes the time go quicker, doesn't it? I'm one of these people who'd rather be at home. No, I'm not lazy, but
get yourself on some benefits, lad.
If it was a choice between being in work and being at home,
home would win every time.
Yeah, of course it would. Do you know what I mean? So I think for me, it's just a case of, if you are having a laugh, I think it makes everything better. That's my point put across very long-windedly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, here's a question for you. Do you think that we make each other laugh? Not laughing at somebody, laughing with each other together.
Yeah, probably. I think we're not cracking jokes at each other. We're not that sort of couple, but we definitely have a laugh a lot. But what we usually do, I would say, as a couple, is we usually have a laugh at other people's expense. I would say so. On the TV, we make jokes about people. We make jokes about people we know, I would say, quite a lot as well.
Wow, I mean, that is like...
It's true, though.
Not horrible stuff, though.
No, maybe not. Well, I don't know, maybe.
We're just going to... All our friends have just now disowned us.
Oh, what friends? It's only me and you. No,
yeah,
but
true.
I think that's sort of our sense of humour. I would say. I would say we do like taking the mick, as it were, out of other people. I mean, you're looking at me like I'm talking absolute gibberish, but it's true though, isn't it? It is. Why won't you admit it? We're supposed to be honest.
Yeah, but we're not. That could come across like really, like we're really nasty about people.
We are sometimes, though.
Speak for yourself, mate.
No, we are, though.
Right, okay.
But I don't know why. I thought this was warts and all. I didn't realise I was going to have to break down the walls of bullshit that you were going to create in case we offended anyone.
Well, I don't want to offend anyone.
I mean, it's not about offending
People aren't going to
people.
speak to us
We're not
anymore.
naming people.
No, but people aren't going to speak to us anymore going, oh, they're going to take the piss if I say anything.
No, but well, we might. I'm not going to say we're not going to. But, you know, it's like Jeff over the road. You know, we take the piss out of him all the time. And, you know, what's wrong with that? There's no one called
There's
Jeff
no one called Jeff.
across
Well, there
the
might
road.
be.
There might be.
But we don't know them.
We don't know. I just made that name up.
You did make that
I
name
could have
up.
come up with a better name, to be
My
honest.
name's Jeff.
I know. I don't know why Jeff came in my head. I don't even know anyone called Jeff.
No.
No.
No, I don't
No.
either. So you said before that we obviously...
Hang on a minute. When we said, do we make each other... Do I make you laugh?
Yeah, you are very funny. Looking. I'm joking. No, yeah, you do, to be fair. Like, you randomly, we could be sitting here just, you know, even with the TV off, and we're just sitting here, just whatever, and you just come out with something and it'll just crack me up. Or something will happen when we're out and about and we'll both look at each other and we'll know exactly what we're both thinking.
Yeah. That happens a lot,
That does
actually.
happen a lot. I think our sense of humour is...
I think my sense of humour is quite dry. I'm quite matter of fact with my sense of humour. I make you laugh a lot, and but actually, I'm just telling the truth. I'm not necessarily trying to make you laugh. I would rather say it how it is, and I think that's a lot of the time. If it's in my head, I say it.
It tends to come out
with you, obviously. I don't know. I'm quite like that in general. I think in work. Here's a question for you then. How do you think your sense of humour has changed as you've got older? We're in our 40s now. Has your sense of humour changed as you've got older, or do you think your sense of humour is quite childish?
I think it's probably, since I've been with you, it's probably more childish.
What?
I don't think I've ever had like a sense of humor that's been like, I've never been. I can be serious when I want to be, when I have to be serious.
Yeah.
But I tend to be quite, I like to have a laugh with people. I've got I think I've probably got more of a manly sense of humor. Like things when somebody said something in work and it cracked me up, and they said to me, I won't say what they said because it's a bit.
It was about a cock, wasn't it?
It was about willies, yeah. Basically, he sort of said to me, because he's just started at where we work,
yeah.
and he said to me, "I know what sort of personality you've got now."
Yeah.
Because I am childish. Things like willies and
jokes about willies is what you mean.
Oh, I like willies as well, but jokes about willies. And I should say one Willie in particular, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, just like dirty jokes. It takes a lot to offend me. I probably am ashamed to say. Well, no, I'm not ashamed to say that, but I'm not really a feminist. I don't go in for all that. So if somebody swears in work and says, "Oh, excuse my French," I'm like,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm not like, yeah.
That's quite an old-fashioned thing, though, isn't it? Because I think women tend to swear a lot, the same, if not more, than men.
Oh,
now,
I've got a potty mouth. I have.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I swear a lot in work.
Yeah. We've got the same sense of humour then, really? Have we? Here's a question. I've cut you off.
Normal.
When you get together with somebody, I would. Do you think it's quite rare that you've got the same sense of humour? Where the question's leading is, do you think the more time you spend together, we've been together for 13 years, coming on to 14 years.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you just develop that your sense of humour becomes more similar because you're together all the time and you're just sharing the same jokes? And do you think your sort of personality and sort of sense of humour gets closer over time?
Maybe, but I just think.
Thanks for that insight.
Yeah, end of story. No, I think from the outset, me and you were quite similar in our sense of humours. But yeah, I think definitely being with somebody for a longer period of time, you kind of start to know what makes your partner tick, what makes them laugh, what makes doesn't make them laugh. Pretty much everything that Ryan does. Um,
Dog's having a scratch.
yep, lovely. That's the noise you can hear in the background. Um,
And the other noise, I don't know if you can hear it, but our son, he's at that age now, and it pisses me off. He plays with all his mates on his Xbox, and they're all connected and they all talk, and that's fine. I've got no issue with that. But he screams. Why is he screaming for?
because he wants to be the loudest one on there, probably.
So are they all screaming?
I don't know. I'll have to speak to the mums and see whether or not they scream as well. 'cause
Can
it's
you imagine whatever game they're in? Just that they're all just screaming at each other.
I think they're playing Fortnite. But anyway, I've lost my track of thought now.
I don't know what you were saying.
Yeah, me neither. So I'll just yeah, so our sense of humours are completely I think they are very similar, if not exactly the same.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Do you reckon that? And be honest now, because you've bullshitted twice in this podcast.
No, I
already.
haven't.
Yes, you have.
Ain't no
And
bullshitter.
do you think our sense of humour, bearing in mind what we talk about at home and what makes us laugh and what we say about the people on the TV, people who live in the box by the
Yeah,
wall.
they're not real people, are they?
Yeah. Do you think, as a couple, our sense of humour, we skate quite close to the line? Whatever that line is, I'm not saying it, but do you think we are skating quite close to the line sometimes?
I don't think so.
Wrong.
No, have you got an example? Because I don't really.
I can't give an example because people will turn off. No, but I just think, okay, here's a question, right? Is anything, if it makes both of you laugh, right?
Yes.
And it's just the two of you in the room, yeah? Is anything off limits? If it's just the two of you, nobody knows. So if there's a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it fall, does it make a sound, right? So if it's just the two of you in a room
Yeah.
and you make a joke
Yeah.
that is close to or over the line in modern society, right? But nobody else hears it apart from the two of you who are in a loving relationship, and nobody is ever going to tell anybody else outside of the relationship. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess. As long as as long as nobody hears it. Yeah, I think what you say together.
Yeah,
And yeah, as long as nobody can hear it and it's going to upset anybody, then yeah, why not?
I agree.
I'm sure people say things about me behind my back.
No, I'm not to burst the bubble. People definitely say stuff about you behind your back.
Why?
It's mainly me. I'm joking. No, no. I think you're right. I don't think anything's off limits. I think you can have a joke about anything. As long if the other person's, I don't think I've ever offended you saying something funny. Have
No,
I? I don't think so.
that's the thing. Like I said before, I'm not. It does take the only things that offend me. Okay, so say we're having a conversation, and somebody makes a joke about. If someone makes a joke about me, I'll laugh it off and I'll just cry about it later when I'm on my own.
Yeah.
Joking. Or if someone says anything about my family, or do you know what? Something that's like really close to me.
But I could make a joke about that.
You can make a joke because I know that
Yeah.
you don't. Like you call me fat, and I know you don't mean it.
No, hang on. We need to contextualize that, if that's even a word.
I think it is.
Just to explain, and just to because people are going, oh my god, why is he doing that? Because right, Shan started putting weight on because she likes eating, right? Not for anything medical. She claims it's something medical.
It was medical.
It's a lie.
It was
Right.
medical.
And she likes cake and chocolate and stuff, so she put weight on.
Oh my God. I wish I
Okay.
hadn't brought this up now.
Yeah. And then, so then what she said, and I was always like, I love you just the way you are. It doesn't bother me.
But I always ask you, if I was the size of a house,
Yeah.
would you still love me? And you were like, no.
I was going to say I'd run away. I wouldn't need to. I could walk away. You would never catch me.
Exactly, yeah.
No, but and then she goes, you need to start saying I'm fat, just every now and again, just so tweaks something in my brain and makes me not eat that next chocolate bar, that bag of crisps, or whatever it might be. It'll just do something to me, and it'll just make me think twice about when I'm gonna eat cake or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but so I started doing it just off the cuff. Now and again,
Yeah.
just calling you.
Usually when I've got a massive piece of cake on the plate.
No, but then you, and then you just sort of sometimes you go, that's not very nice. That I was like, look, you told me to do it. You don't want me to do it. Don't ask. Anyway, that's just back in my corner. Anyway, but
Yes. Okay. Yeah, but that's. I know. I know in my head that you don't mean it, but because I know it's
don't I?
because no, I know you don't. But because I know it's true,
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah.
but you're not massive though, are you?
No, I'm not massive.
You're
But
not.
I'm bigger than I was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but most people are, aren't they? As you get older, things just,
I've got a friend who is 43, I think she is.
Age? I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say stone because
No,
you were
no,
talking
no.
about weight.
She's
I was going to
43
go, wow.
and she has got a body to die for.
Who is it? Have I met her?
Yeah.
Oh, have I?
I mean, she's a qualified personal trainer, so.
Yeah.
But she's got, she's got a flat stomach, and I'm just like, oh, I really would, but she works at that, I guess, and I'm just a lazy
You guess?
bitch.
What do you mean you guess? Of course she does. Anyway, this isn't about being
Yeah.
fat.
Anyway, we what's the word? We digress. What was the question?
I don't know. We were talking about skating close to the line.
Yeah, I think in conclusion, I think it's okay if you are together alone and you making a joke isn't going to offend anybody because nobody else can hear it, as long as you're not like one of these people who go out and like shout, I don't know, racist. We would never say anything racist anyway, even if we were together, or homophobic or anything like that. It's silly little things, like clothes and stuff like that, probably. But yeah, we would never do it in public because
I don't know. Would we whisper stuff to each
no,
other
I don't think we ever have, to be honest.
about somebody? We've definitely commented on people walking down the street. Don't pretend we haven't. I remember we went to Liverpool and there was a few people we commented about and had a little laugh.
Okay.
So,
You are painting us into being very, very
I don't
bad
think I am.
people.
I think I'm being honest, and I think most couples listening to this will go, "Yeah, that's completely us, 100%." I don't think we're odd. Maybe
No,
we
I
are.
don't think we're odd, but
I don't think we're odd. I think everyone's like that. I think everyone will slag somebody off when they're in their little bubble of a relationship. They'll always do it. We do it all the time. Don't look at me and pretend that we don't.
I'm not looking at you.
No, I know, you just looked away. Here's a question then. Just think about a normal day,
Okay.
okay, where we, we'll come home, we'll moan about people in work, maybe. Somebody who's
You
annoyed
will.
us, in work, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll
We'll have our tea.
yeah, and then we might watch TV and we'll make fun out of somebody who's on the telly, and then we might tell a story about something that happened that day, and we might make fun of the person in the story. We might make fun of the situation in the story, something like that. Right. The question is coming.
Okay.
Just hang on, hold your horses. What the question is think about that normal day. Would you want people to hear what we were saying.
God,
Of course
no.
you wouldn't. And that's being honest. That isn't it? That's being honest now. Because I wouldn't. God, no, I don't think people would speak to us.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then you were saying, you were like, no, we don't talk about people. Of course we do. All
Yeah,
the time.
but you know what? I'm a people pleaser.
I know.
I am a very, very.
If you know us and you're listening to this, I would say there's a 99% chance we've slagged you off at some point. Wouldn't
Wow.
you? 99%, I'd say. It's in the 90s.
It's not slagging people off. It's just like having a laugh. Oh my God, I really.
Your Honour.
Yeah. I swear I wasn't meant to be. It wasn't me.
Oh.
I was coerced.
Well, I think, to be fair, we as we've said many times, we record another podcast, and at the moment we're in the midst of a whirlwind of recording a Christmas special of that podcast, and it was my bright idea to interview 12 different guests and call it the 12 guests of Christmas and do all the usual stuff we do, and it's been fun and a nightmare all at the same
Right, we
time.
literally record our other podcast. No, I'm not going to interrupt. I'm just quickly saying.
You're not going to interrupt. You already have.
No, I'm just going to say quickly. But we record our podcast on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We've literally been recording
every day, every single day, and so the other day there was a problem with our microphones and they didn't work, so we had to re-record a few little bits, didn't we? And we were trying to do it was our side of an interview that we did with somebody else.
Yeah.
Their side of the interview was fine.
Perfect.
But ours wasn't. And we had to re-record it, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was so weird recording it and talking to somebody who wasn't there. And we just were pissing ourselves laughing. They're all quite short little interviews. And this was like a 4 or 5 minute interview. The video that we did was 22 minutes long. And we were just laughing over and over and over again. But the fact that we do podcasts together and we do this.
We work together, live together, podcast together.
I think if you didn't laugh, it'd be boring as shit, wouldn't it, really?
To be honest, I think if you didn't laugh, even if you didn't do the things that we do, like podcasts and working together and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what? A lot of people say to me, I don't know how you work with your husband.
We don't really work together. We just work for the same company, don't we?
We're not in the same building, are we?
No.
But yeah, I just think that our relationship is, we obviously started off as friends. Then we got together.
Yeah.
And then we got married. And I just think our friendship, it's not stronger than our marriage, obviously, because we're not just mates.
No, that'd be weird.
Yeah. We're mates and we're lovers. Yeah, we are. I think I think it's important to you to be able to say that your husband or your wife is your best friend. And you laugh every day. I think we laugh with each other every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sounded really uninterested then.
No, you just went a bit serious and it was just a bit boring. I just switched off, really.
Christ.
Well, I think we've covered that pretty well. I think one thing we need to do before we leave is the thing that we were supposed to do at the start, but now for some reason it's drifted to the end of an episode of what has annoyed us about the other person this week.
I don't think there is anything.
I've been good this week.
Well, you've been getting up at 4:30, so you haven't had to make the bed.
4.
Sorry, 4:00. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you haven't had to make the bed.
No.
No, I think you've been a good boy this week.
I have.
Oh, actually.
What?
It's not so much of an annoyance, but it's.
Don't bring it up then.
Well, no, I am going to bring it up.
Well, why?
You forget.
This is for annoyances.
Yeah, well, it is
so
a little bit. It's a little bit annoying.
Is a fucking annoyance,
it's a little bit
not.
annoying. It's a little bit annoying.
Okay.
When you keep bringing your pants downstairs and going, and then leaving them on the side for a little bit until you go to bed. There's none there now because they're in the wash.
Yeah,
Actually,
damn
no,
right there's none there now.
they're hanging on the maid because I've washed
Do you
them.
want to, you know why that is though, don't you? Because,
It's lived down here for so long.
yeah, the washing basket was downstairs for so long.
It's just easier.
Because you were just so slow at doing the washing and you couldn't empty it, so we it was just down here forever. So then we've moved it back upstairs because it's unsightly having dirty washing on show in the kitchen, so it's back upstairs.
It had
But
a lid
in
on
my
it.
mind it's still down here, so I bring it down. I think, oh, I've just come down, my 42-year-old bones, I can't be bothered going back upstairs. So I just put them on the side, and then when we go back up, I take them up, and I always put them in, don't I? I always do.
Oh, no, I think I've done that grievance. That's fine. That's as lame and as petty as I've got this week.
Yeah, that's
Pretty petty.
Yeah, it is pretty petty, to
It
be
is pretty
honest.
petty. Go on, what's yours?
What was it? I haven't got anything major this week.
But you have got something.
I have got something that pissed me off a little bit. Yeah, we were in. You shouted at me in public, and it wasn't even me that you were annoyed with.
I know.
You were annoyed with somebody else.
I know.
And then you took it out on me. And
You were like, don't talk to me.
I did. I said that.
Don't talk to me.
There's a lot of people about, and I went, shut up.
Nobody heard.
I don't know, but you shouted at me, and I was like, whoa, where's this coming from? And you go, and then you start going, no, and you start talking, and I said, don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. And then you went to speak, and I went, no. And then I walked away.
I apologised though straight away. Well, when I got in the car because you wouldn't let me speak at any other point.
You did.
But this is the thing though, we say something.
Yeah.
And then it's quickly forgotten. I don't think we've ever had a prolonged argument.
No, but what does happen sometimes is is that we will have like a little. We don't really have rows. We have now and again maybe, but then say more spats. I think you'd call them. Yeah.
Tete-a-tete.
Yeah. No, that's not an argument.
Is it not?
No.
Okay.
And then you have like a little spat, and then what happens is sometimes it's rare-ish, but both of us think we're right during the spat, and then so nobody apologizes for a while because the other one's going, well, why aren't you fucking apologizing? Because I'm clearly in the right. And surely it's been 2 hours. She must realize by now that I am the one that's in the right. And then the other person's thinking the exact same thing. So that happens from time to time. And there is a prolonged period of silence. But generally, we're both pretty good at saying sorry when we know we're wrong. You know, when it settles, give it 20 minutes or so, and then the other one will go, do you know what? It's me, innit? It's me. I'm the one there. And I think we're pretty good at that, to be fair.
I think when we've had a row, you say to me, don't you? You come up and go, no, give me a cuddle. Come here, you dickhead. Give me a cuddle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Right, well, I think that's it for this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah, definitely. You need to tune in next week. We're going to do a Christmas episode next week.
Yes, it's nearly Christmas.
I know. God knows what we're going to do for it, but we'll do a Christmas one.
A week today, we finish work for 10 whole days. Oh, actually, it might be 12 days, actually.
I think it is,
including weekends.
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, definitely.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
A week
100%.
today.
So if you want to get in touch with us, get in touch with us the exact same way as you do every week. You can email us at the For Better For Worse podcast at gmail.com, or you can get in touch on Instagram, Twitter, or...
That's it.
Is that it?
Instagram, Twitter.
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
You knobhead.
My favourite thing.
Yes. Yeah. One of them three. Get in touch. Let us know. If you want us to read it out, tell us. If you don't tell us that you want to be anonymous, your name will be read out. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And head over to YouTube and give us a subscribe.
Yeah.
And a little tinkle on the bell.
Yeah.
so you never miss another episode. So
right.
we shall see you next week.
You will. See you later.
Bye.